Hey everybody, Jam Creates here. This is one of my favorite things about this channel is getting to bring to you stuff that you probably have never heard of and getting to put it in front of you guys. So let's get into it. Let's get the show started. Okay, so today we're going to talk about a comic book called The Bender, issue 1. But before I get into that, I just want to share with you guys a little something that's going to be going on for the next few days. In fact, it's going to start today. Actually, it started before you probably will even see this video. So let me just share that with you real quick. Um, I am going to be taking part in something called the Platform Comics 2020 10K 10K challenge. So essentially, what this is it's a contest where you have 10,000 minutes. So that translates into 7 days to create a comic from start to finish. The comic has to be between 4 and 8 pages, and they're going to be assigning a unique theme and a line of dialogue that has to be used in the comic. So that way no one can get a head start. They know that everyone's starting at the same time and it's all going to be uh on the up and up. The finalists are going to be printed in an anthology, and the all the contestants, all the teams retain all rights to their creations. So I thought this would be a fun way because and you guys know that I am planning on putting out a book at some point. So I thought this might be kind of a fun way. The sign up ended on the 19th and the contest starts at 12 noon today, the 20th. So, what I'm planning on doing for you guys is I'm planning on going live every day, or at least just about every day, um, to share my progress as I go through this process. So you're going to see, I'm going to pop on live. I'm not going to record videos, I don't think. I think what I'm going to do is just pop on live while I'm working. Um, Stay on live for, 20 minutes, a half hour, whatever. Unless people show up and want to chit chat, then I'll be happy to have the company and I'll keep you guys, around, I'll keep the stream going and whatever. And I just think it'd be a fun thing for you guys to follow along with me as I'm actually doing this. You guys know I made lots of comics when I was a kid. And now, I share those with you sometimes and they're very funny. Um, they're usually pretty silly and pretty funny. Um, so, this is my chance to really show you guys what I could do now in kind of a hurried, it's a very hurried thing for sure. Um, it's not something that you can do. I mean, you have to do it quickly, obviously, but it's something that, will show you where I'm at and how my process goes. And it's a way for me to have a deadline and a project and to, hopefully get my workflow straightened out and settled so that when I do sit down to do something that I'm going to really take my time to make as great as possible, I'll have the little stuff ironed out already because I'm not going to have time to mess around too much with this contest. So that's that. Let's get into what the purpose of this video is. It is, and I'm going to have another announcement actually at the end of this video for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so what I want to show you guys is The Bender issue 1. So what this is this is a comic that was sent to me. It was actually just I was contacted by Ellis Matthews, who's the creator, and he asked if I'd be interested in reading his comic and maybe covering it on the channel. And I was like, of course, I tell people all the time, reach out to me. I would love to read your comic. That's the answer number one. I don't care who you are. If you reach out to me and ask me to read, even if you're a quote unquote nobody, I'm a nobody too. So let's be nobodies together. And I absolutely 100% will read your stuff. and I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll cover it on here. And I've got other books that I've had other people reach out to me, and I'm going to get to those too, and cover those as well. So, um, let's get into the meat of it here. I'm going to make it bigger so you guys can see it better. Um, the Bender is a story of this kid who, well, I mean, he's a kid. He's in college, and he got a scholarship. He's smart. His mother, uh, I believe it's his mother passes away while she's on the phone with him, actually, and that was all he had. And so he's got to go to the funeral, and he sees his cousin there, and he's very distraught, obviously, which is natural. Um, and then at the same time that that's happening, and it seems so, it's like so wildly different. Like that's the interesting thing about this comic. It's got a pretty unique style, although I would give it a manga influence as far as the art is concerned. I would call it a manga influence. Obviously, it's black and white. Um, and you actually you can read this first issue for free on Webtoons, by the way. So I'll put the link in the description below so you guys can read it for yourself. We get this crazy, like, we're at this securities headquarter, and then they're looking at, they assemble this team, and then they look at the security footage, and they realize the guy they're trying to catch is actually there with them, and he kills them all. He's like this crazy, like, gunslinger dude. And then we get back to New York, and we learn more about our main character, and he's in a bad place. He's in a really bad place right now. He's got a roommate, and he's living in a dorm, and just things are bad for him right now. He's feeling bad. He's skipping out on classes and doing his work, just to play video games and stuff, because he's just, the depression has gotten to him. Losing his family, it's gotten to him. And honestly, I can relate to that to an extent. I mean, I still have my mom, thankfully, but I lost my dad, quite a number of years ago at this point. But it's hard. It's a hard thing when you lose someone you care about. Um, and while at the same time he's going in this kind of downward spiral, this other guy is stealing things and, like, committing capers and stuff. And you're like, what? I don't understand what one has to do with the other. Like, how does this make any sense? And the kid eventually decides to go home, and he gets kicked out of school, and he's got nowhere to go. So he's going to go to his cousin's, and or at least he says that. At one point, he's thinking about committing suicide. And then as he's on his way to the train station, he's walking to Penn Station, um, which just makes me laugh because I've been there a million times. And, there's always people sitting on the sidewalk, like, asking for change or looking for, panhandlers and that kind of stuff. And there's that crazy guy who sells the newspapers there, who's all like, "Oh, yeah, New York Times, Daily News." If you've ever been outside of Penn Station on 7th Avenue, you know who I'm talking about. Anyway, um, he winds up hooking up with this crazy gunslinger dude. Basically, the gunslinger guy kind of, like, pretty much forces him to come with him, and they get on the train together. And it turns out, like, this kid has had a pretty sheltered life. He's never had a drop to drink or anything like that. So he gets him, like, the cowboy guy gets him drunk, and hence the name The Bender. And then he tells him a little bit about his origin, the cowboy, and we take the train ride with them from there. And then something happens with the heist when they get off the train, and we're kind of left on a little bit of a cliffhanger, in that he's going back home, but obviously it's not going to be the last that these two spend together. Um, so it's a really interesting premise. Like, it has two very disparate things going on at the same time. You know, this kid going through a really hard time in his life, and at the same time, there's this crazy gunslinger guy who's robbing things, and we don't know what his deal is. And then they end up coming together, and he genuinely likes him. The kid genuinely likes the gunslinger because he's listens to him, and he gets him drunk, and he's wild, and so there's definitely going to be more to it there, obviously. So I would say it's definitely worth a read. It's very unique. It was a very unique story, that, very different from a lot of stories that I've read. I also, like I said, the art has a definite manga influence, and it's really well done. You know what? It's a shame I actually don't know who did the art. That's terrible. Um, I'm sorry about that. But anyway, I would definitely recommend it, and you can go read it for free. So, I mean, why not, right? Um, so what I wanted to show you guys is the issue 1 you can read for free right now, like I said. And at the moment, right now, if you head on over to Kickstarter, if you read the first issue and you enjoy it, if you head on over to Kickstarter, you can see they're crowdfunding issue 2 right now. It's still got 21 days to go, so it's got a ways to go to get to its goal. Um, but it's getting there, and it just getting started, really. I mean, the campaign just started. So I absolutely would would recommend, like, check it out. Like, he's even got a link here on the Kickstarter page. So if you want to go to I mean, I'm going to put it in the description, but if you want to go to the Kickstarter page, I'll put a link for that in the description too. And you can click on that and you can go read issue 1 for free. So, um, you can actually go read the first issue for nothing, and then you can help fund the second issue and see where things go from here. So it's, like I said, I would absolutely, here's some sample pages from issue 2. The art's still looking good. Looks like he's gonna meet a girl. And definitely, like, it's definitely unique, like I said. So I would 100% recommend going to check it out. I mean, for crying out loud, there's that old saying, if it's free, it's for me. Um, I would definitely recommend just going, at the very least, go and read issue 1. It's a free comic. You can't go wrong with a free comic. So I would definitely recommend checking out issue 1 and read it for free. It's on Webtoons, so you can just click the link and go check it out. So go read it, see what you think, and if you like it, and if you want to see more, then maybe consider backing the Kickstarter and see what happens from there. So this is a guy who's making it happen on his own, which I always appreciate when somebody is doing their thing and they're doing it alone. And like I said, it's nothing I had never heard of it until he reached out to me. But this is the beauty of this. This is what I love about the underground, is that people can reach out and we can make connections, and I can put things that you probably have never heard of in front of you, and we can get it in front of more people. And that means we get more good comics, more people reading comics, more people making good comics. And it's a lot of fun. And that's the whole point. So that is the Bender issue 1. And like I said, I do have an announcement that I just want to make for all you guys. As today is Wednesday, I have gotten confirmation. So I can announce this now. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, that Umbrella guy is going to be doing a promotion-a-thon, if you want to call it that, on his channel. So it's strictly for Comicsgate people. So if you're a Comicsgate creator, absolutely, hit up Tug and get in there and promote your book. You know me, I will promote stuff that is Comicsgate. I'll promote stuff that isn't Comicsgate, as long as it's good and the people are cool. I'm cool with that. Tug is just doing Comicsgate, which I respect. I 100% respect his right. It's his platform. I respect his right to do that. So I am actually going to be joining him. So that's my big announcement. Thursday night on Tug's promotion stream, I'm going to be on there. He's given me the invitation, and he has said that he will let me stay as long as I want to stay. So I'm planning on being there from beginning to end. So that's really cool. I mean, yes, I'm going to be working on my comic on Thursday also for the contest that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, but I will also be on Tug's channel, and I will be paying attention and watching all these people promote. And you best believe that if you're on that stream, you have a better than average chance of getting featured in the next issue of Indie Comics Underground, my free online zine dedicated to crowdfunded and indie comics. Reach out to me. I always tell people, reach out to me. That's what happened here with this one, and now it's getting featured on my channel. And that's what I want. I want people to reach out to me. Like, if you've got a tiny little book that maybe not a lot of people know about, tell me. Tell me and I'll tell everybody I know, which means putting it on the channel. So anyway, I hope you liked this video. I hope you're excited, as excited as I am about the announcements, about uh, me working on the comic. And like I said, I'm going to probably go live every day, at least for a little while, and give you updates on what what the project they gave me is, what the line of dialogue is, and what I'm doing from there. So you're going to get to see my updates and see my progress as we go. It's kind of like we'll be doing it together. So it'll be fun. And don't forget, sign up for Indie Comics Underground. Just go to www.indiecomics.underground.com. The link is in the description, and make sure you go there. You can check out all the previous issues, the previous 6 issues, and if you sign up, you will get access to the next issue before the rest of the internet. You can be one of the cool kids. So anyway, if you're also so inclined, you'd like to follow me on Twitter, I'm at jam_creates. I'll probably post a little notice there before I go live throughout this process of making the comic, for the promotion, for the contest. So, definitely check that out. You can also check me out on Instagram at jam_creates on there as well. And I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you have fun. I hope you join me on all these live streams. I hope you join me on Tug's live stream. I'd love to have some of my people from my subscribers here come over to Tug's live stream and check out a bunch of really cool comics getting pitched and promoted. And back the ones you like, don't back the ones you don't think look good, and we'll go from there. All right, so I'll talk to everybody soon, and I will be seeing you probably a lot more over the next few days, because I'll be popping on live and still trying to get my regular videos out as well. Please forgive me if I don't maintain my full schedule of recorded videos over the next week, because I will be working very hard on getting that comic done for the contest. All right, so I will talk to you guys soon, and peace out.